Our author was Niccolo Machiavelli. Here's a big picture of him. That's his full name. His birthday.
He died on June 21st, 1527 in Florence, Italy. And I don't know where his birth date was.
Looks like May 3rd, 1469, Florence, Italy.
Yes, I know he was born and died in the same city. He was known as the father of modern political theory. He was a diplomat for 14 years until the Medici family's exile. In 1512, the Medici family came back to power and basically kicked him out and jailed him. There are a couple quotes, I can't really see that one. This one, it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both.
Before all else, be armed.
His early life, not much is known about his early life, and the few things that we found were he was married to Marietta Corsini and had 6 children. That's 5 to 6. It's kind of iffy. They speculated that he attended the University of Florence. He was tortured, jailed, and banished when the Medici family returned to power. And he was quoted saying he loved his country more than his soul.
So he was really crushed when he got banished from his country.
Yeah. His name is synonymous with tyranny and deceit. And he was mainly concerned with security and welfare rather than morals and goodness.
The Prince is his most famous work, and he's definitely most known for it. It was written in 1512, but it wasn't published until after his death in 1532. It discusses the traits that a prince must have in order to maintain power. The people in power need to deceive the people and hide their true intentions in order to keep the power that they have.
He was also trying to get support to help Italy. There was, I don't remember what was going on, but basically it was considered he was just trying to suck up to the prince to get back into power.
He wanted to get back into his political position that he had been banished from.
Yeah.
Next slide.
Is why he wrote. He wrote The Prince as a tribute to the Medici family prince, Lorenzo de Medici. And his book called Controversy, it was said to have been a study on how to acquire and obtain power.
He has no awards that we could find, but he has an award named after him that honors the award of Niccolo Machiavelli and the first political scientist and showcases a current political mastermind. It seems fairly recent.
Yes. He influenced Thomas Hobbes, Francis Bacon, Antonio Gramsci. He influenced philosophers such as Burge, Spinoza, and Jean. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. The 2 philosophers mentioned were his biggest offenders, and they agreed with stuff he said. He influences people today. The way he influences people today is he's associated with tyranny, and when people think of him, they think of oppression and anarchy.
He was a realist. He didn't sugarcoat things. He was very straightforward and forceful in what he wrote. He presents his arguments as facts, which makes them easier to believe and easier to deceive people with. He compares and contrasts both sides of the argument, qualities that a prince should have. He uses aphorism, which is a statement of truth or opinion expressed in concise and witty matter, which is stating them as fact. His tone is often compared to that of a how-to book, like a handbook of how to maintain power, I suppose.
Some of his works, The Prince, of course, is the most important. Regarded as a handbook for politicians on the use of maybe I had that wrong.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, something about devious. His other works include The Art of War, written in 1521, Discourses on the 10 Books of Titus Livy, and he wrote several poems and 3 plays, The Mandrake,
Livia?
yeah,
Andrea?
and with some weird name stuff.
Let's see the questions. Why does Machiavelli praise skill in warfare in his opening pages, and how does that skill aid a prince? Well, because of the quote that we had, above all else, be armed, he definitely thinks it's extremely vital that you have military preparation in case of invasions or you need to invade somewhere else.
Is it better to be loved or to be feared? Well, based on this quote, if you can't be both, you're better off to be feared.
Yeah, it helps keep your power.
Yeah, keep your power and keep you.
Guys are all excited.
Editing. And we found some modern day references, so just kind of
There are a
at the
couple
very
of pictures
end.
of modern.
just, yeah. You can read that. That's just kind of like a backstory of the prince. And he was in Assassin's Creed.
That's pretty cool.
I remember that
He
the
didn't look
Medici
as
family was
creepy
in Assassin's Creed.
The first picture, it looks like he has AIDS, his like cheeks are stuck in and stuff.
I thought he looked like a self-centered. Sun Tzu wrote art.
It's still recording.
What about it?
What is that?
That's the one that's in Florence, Italy. Yeah.
Should I stop this recording?
Yes.